Simeon Borisov Saxe-Coburg-Gotha is a Bulgarian politician and former monarch. During his reign as Simeon II, King of Bulgaria, from 1943 to 1946 he was a minor, the royal authority being exercised over the kingdom on his behalf by a regency. The regents were Simeon's uncle Prince Kiril, General Nikola Mihov and the Prime Minister, Bogdan. In 1946 the monarchy was abolished as a consequence of a referendum and Simeon was forced into exile. He returned to his home country in 1996 and formed the political party National Movement for Stability and Progress and became Prime Minister of the Republic of Bulgaria from July 2001 until August 2005. In the next elections he, as a leader of NDSV, took part in a coalition government with the ex-communist party BSP, and in 2008 after NDSV failed to win any seats in the parliament, he left politics. As of 2016, Simeon is one of the three last living heads of state from the time of World War II, the only living person who has borne the title Tsar, and one of only two former monarchs in history to have become the head of government through democratic elections. Royal history. Simeon was born to Boris III and Giovanna of Italy. Following his birth, Boris III sent an Air Force officer to the River Jordan to obtain water for Simeon's baptism in the Orthodox faith. He became Tsar on 28 August 1943 on the death of his father, who had just returned to Bulgaria from a meeting with Adolf Hitler. Since Tsar Simeon was only 6 years old when he ascended the throne, his uncle Prince Kiril, Prime Minister Bogdan, and Lt. General Nikola Mihov of the Bulgarian army were appointed regents. They joined the Axis powers during World War II and on 5 September 1944 the Soviet Union declared war on Bulgaria. 3 days later the Red Army entered the country without encountering resistance. On the next day, the 9th of September 1944, Prince Kiril and the other regents were deposed by a Soviet-backed coup and arrested. The three regents, all members of the last three governments, parliament deputies, heads of the army and eminent journalists were executed by the communists in February 1945. Towards exile, the royal family remained at Frana Palace near Sofia, while three new regents were appointed. On 15 September 1946, a referendum was held in the presence of the Soviet army. It resulted in a 97% approval for Republican abolition of the monarchy. On 16 September 1946, the royal family was exiled from Bulgaria. Simeon II has never signed any abdication papers, neither at that moment when he was 9 years old, and his legal capacity to sign such an instrument would be questionable in any event, nor at any time later. The royal family first went to Alexandria, Egypt, where Queen Giovanna's father Victor Emmanuel III, King of Italy, lived in exile. There, Simeon II finished Victoria College. In July 1951, the Spanish government granted asylum to the family. Education and business career. In Madrid, Simeon studied at the Lycée Français, but did not graduate. On 16 June 1955, upon turning 18, in accordance with the Tarnovo constitution, Simeon II read his proclamation to the Bulgarian people as the Tsar of Bulgaria, confirming his will to be king of all Bulgarians and follow the principles of the Tarnovo constitution and free Bulgaria. In 1958, he enrolled at Valley Forge Military Academy and College in the United States, where he was known as Cadet Rylski No. 6883, and graduated as a second lieutenant. Once again in Spain, Simeon studied law and business administration. He became a businessman. For 13 years, he was chairman of the Spanish subsidiary of Thomson, a French defense and electronics group. He was also an advisor in the banking, hotel, electronics, and catering sectors. Monarch in exile. Simeon issued several political declarations during his exile through his chancellery in Madrid directed at the communist regime in Bulgaria and his exiled compatriots. His early attempts at forming an official government in exile did not come to fruition, however. Marriage and issue. On the 21st of January 1962, Simeon married a Spanish aristocrat, Doña Margarita Gómez Acebo y Cejuela. The couple have had 5 children, 4 sons and a daughter, Galina, all of whom subsequently married Spaniards. All of his sons received names of Bulgarian kings. His daughter has a Bulgarian name, although only 2 of his 11 her children have Bulgarian names. Bogdan married Miriam de Hungria y Lopez. They had 2 sons, Boris and Beltran. Kiril married Maria del Rosario Nadal y Fuster Puigdorfila. They have 2 daughters, Mafalda and Olympia, and 1 son, Tassilo. Kobac married Carla Maria de la Soledad Royo Villanova y Aristarazu. They have 3 sons, Mirko, Lucas and Tirso. Constantine Arsen married Maria Garcia de la Racia y Gorteza. They have twins, Umberto and Sofia. Galina married Antonio Jose Kitan Munoz y Valcárcel. They have 1 son, Simeon Hassan Munoz. Political return. In 1990, a few months after the fall of communism, Simeon was issued a new Bulgarian passport. In 1996, 50 years after the abolition of the monarchy, Simeon returned to Bulgaria and was met in many places by crowds cheering, "We want our king." Quote, he did not, at that point, make any political announcements or moves. However, these sentiments gradually disappeared after his premiership and specifically during his coalition as a leader of NDSV with the ex-Communist Party. Together with changing of generations, since today a majority of voters were born after the fall of the monarchy, various estates in Bulgaria that had been nationalized during the communist era were returned to Simeon and his family. In 2001, Simeon, who had by this time taken the name Simeon Borisov Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, announced he would return to Bulgaria to form a new political party, the national movement Simeon II, dedicated to reforms and political integrity. Simeon promised that in 800 days the Bulgarian people would feel tangible positive effects of his government and would enjoy significantly higher standards of living. Prime Minister. For details on his cabinet, see Saxe-Coburg-Gotha government. NMSII won a large victory in the parliamentary elections held on the 17th of June 2001, capturing 120 of the 240 seats in parliament and defeating the 2 main pre-existing political parties. Simeon gave an oath as Prime Minister of Bulgaria on the 24th of July, forming a coalition with the ethnic Turkish Party Movement for Rights and Freedoms. He gave ministerial positions in his government mainly to technocrats and Western-educated economic specialists. In 2002, his efforts were recognized by his receiving the 2002 Path to Peace Award from the Path to Peace Foundation. During his time in power, Bulgaria joined EC in NATO. In the 2005 elections, Simeon's party ranked second and participated in the Grand Coalition government led by the Bulgarian Socialist Party and including the Movement for Rights and Freedoms. Simeon II was given the unofficial ceremonial post of chairman of the Coalition Council. The party got just 3.01% of votes and no seats at the parliamentary elections of 2009. Shortly after, on the 6th of July, Simeon also resigned as NMSII leader. Views on restoration of the Bulgarian monarchy. Simeon II has never formally renounced his claim to the Bulgarian throne. He used the title Tsar of the Bulgarians in his political statements during his exile. Since his return to Bulgaria, however, Simeon has consistently declined to reveal his views on the restoration of the Bulgarian monarchy, notwithstanding the name of his party. Upon taking office as Prime Minister, he took an oath to protect the country's republican constitution. Autobiography. Simeon II wrote an autobiography in French under the title Simeon II de Bulgarie, un destin singulier, that was released in Bulgaria on 28 October 2014. It was first presented at the headquarters of the UNESCO in Paris on 22 October 2014. Heir to the House of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha. After the death of his distant cousin Prince Johannes Heinrich of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha in April 2010, and due to the exclusion of the late prince's uncle Philip Josias Maria Joseph Ignatius Michael Gabriel Raphael Gonzaga, children and descendants from his morganatic marriage with Sarah Aurelia Halash, Simeon became the head of the House of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, former magnates of Hungary, and heir to the castles of Kabardin SV, Anton, both in modern-day Slovakia. In early 2012, he nominally ceded his rights to the headship of the princely House of Kobac to his sister Princess Marie-Louise of Bulgaria. In a statement published on its website on 1 May 2015, the Bulgarian Patriarchy announced that Simeon Saxe-Coburg-Gotha will be referred to as King of Bulgaria in all public and private services held in the dioceses of the Bulgarian Orthodox Church. Titles, styles, honors and awards. The 16th of June 1937 to 28 August 1943, His Royal Highness Prince Simeon of Bulgaria, Prince of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, Duke of Saxony. The 28th of August 1943 present, His Majesty the King of the Bulgarians, legally in Bulgaria. The 15th of September 1946 to 24 July 2001. Mr. Simeon Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, legally in Bulgaria. The 24th of July 2001 to 17 August 2005. His Excellency the Prime Minister of Bulgaria. The 17th of August 2005 present, Mr. Simeon Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, National Dynastic Honours, House of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, Sovereign Knight, Grand Cross with Chain of the Order of Saints Cyril and Methodius. House of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, Sovereign Knight, Grand Cross with Collar of the Royal Order of St. Alexander. House of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, Sovereign Knight, Grand Cross with Chain of the Royal Order of Bravery. House of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, Sovereign Knight, Grand Cross of the Royal Order of Civil Merit. House of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, Sovereign Knight, Grand Cross of the Royal Order of Military Merit. House of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, Sovereign Knight of the National Order of Labour. House of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, Sovereign Knight of the Order of the 9th of September 1944. House of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, Sovereign Knight of the Order of People's Freedom. House of Saxe-Coburg-Gotha, Sovereign Recipient of the Coming of Age Medal of King Simeon II. National State Honours, Bulgaria. Grand Cross of the Order of Stara Planina. Bulgarian Ministry of Defence, Collar of the Order of Justice. Foreign Honours, Albanian Royal Family. Knight, Grand Cross of the Order of Fidelity, Special Class. Belgique, Knight, Grand Cross of the Order of Leopold II. France, Orléans French Royal Family. Knight, Grand Cross with Collar of the Order of St. Lazarus, France. Grand Officer of the Order of the Legion of Honor. Greek royal family, Knight Grand Cross of the Royal Order of the Redeemer. Italian royal family, Knight Grand Collar of the Supreme Order of the Most Holy Annunciation. Vatican, Knight Grand Cross of the Order of the Holy Sepulchre. Sovereign Military Order of Malta. Bailiff, Knight Grand Cross of Justice of the Sovereign Military Order of Malta, First Class. Calabrian Royal Family of Two Sicilies, Knight Grand Cross of the Order of St. Januarius. Calabrian Royal Family of Two Sicilies, Knight Grand Cross of the Sacred Military Constantinian Order of St. George. Parmese Ducal Royal Family, Knight Grand Cross of the Parmese Sacred Military Constantinian Order of St. George. Jordan, Knight Grand Cordon of the Order of Independence. Russian Imperial Family, Knight Grand Cordon with Collar of the Imperial Order of St. Andrew. Spain, 1192nd Knight with Collar of the Order of the Golden Fleece. Spain, Knight Grand Cross of the Order of Charles III. Sweden, recipient of the 70th Birthday Badge Medal of King Carl XVI Gustaf. National Awards Bulgaria, Honorary Degree of the National Guards Unit of Bulgaria, Bulgaria, Jubilee Badge of Honor of the Bulgarian Chitalisht Community. Foreign Awards European Union, Pan-European Union Integration Award, Romania, Honorary Degree of the University of Bucharest. Patronages. National Patronages Bulgaria, Patron of the National Day of Bulgaria. Ancestors. Bibliography. Ramon Perez Maura El Rey Possible. Simeon de Bulgaria, Belacqua, Madrid, 2002. Simeon II de Bulgarie, Sebastian de Courtois, Un destin singulier, Flammarion, 2014. Books. In addition to the books listed in the references, the following may be mentioned. Walter J.R. Curley, Monarchs in Waiting, London, Hutchinson and Ampco, 1975. Pashenko Dimitrov, Boris III of Bulgaria 1894–1943. London, 1986. ISBN 086332-1402. Charles Fenny Vesey, Royalty in Exile. London, Robson Books, 1981. ISBN 0860511316. Stefan Grau F. Crown of Thorns, Lanham M.D., and London, 1987. ISBN 0819157783. Gregory Lord of Frost, The Betrayal of Bulgaria, Monarchist League Policy Paper, London, 1989. Robert K. Massey and Geoffrey Firestone, The Last Courts of Europe. New York, Greenwich House, 1983. ISBN 0517414724. Articles. The Daily Telegraph. Obituary for H.M. Queen Joanna of the Bulgarians, London, 28 February 2000.